So if we want to talk about conquering death, and there's only one word we use for death, but there's two different kinds of death. There's the death that doesn't feel life-giving. And then there's the death that you know there's more life ahead. And we experience those all the time. And the world, as man has created it, the death in man's world is not, it's not life-giving. It sucks every bit of life out of you and then discards you. And there's nothing left. But there's a kind of death where you actually are reborn. And, you know, we experience, and I'm talking about just in our daily lives. I'm not even talking about the afterlife, because I don't know. Who knows? But I do understand fractals, and I'm sure it's something similar to what we go through every day. Is there something after this? Yeah. What is it? I have no idea. I just know that my body is going to break down into its elements, and it's going to be something else. So this is the rebirth of me. And how my consciousness exists, I don't know. But this is the kind of death that brings new life. And if we are to set ourselves free from the kind of death that entombs us and it's the end, like the world's kind of death, if we want to set ourselves free from that, then we go in underneath into the depression. We go in and look at the things that hurt, and we be with them and remind us how we're good and how it's been twisted from the truth, and bring it back to that truth. And then when you do that, you're no longer being possessed by that fear. And you're set free from that depressive energy. And there are people that wish to take advantage of you in that state and want to keep you in that state, while all the while buzzing you up with pills and drugs to keep you productive. Like, we want to keep you productive, but we want you to be depressed. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You can set yourself free, and the world can exist the way it is if other people want to participate, but you don't. And the more we realize, hey, I can exist independently of that, the more free we are, and it needs us to survive. That system is man-made, and it needs us to survive. It needs to sap from us. And it wants us to stay depressed, but it wants to capitalize upon our labor. We don't have to do that. We don't have to participate if we don't want to. Yes, we might have to have a job. Yes, we might have to do some of those things, but they can't get us in our heart, can't get us in our mind. And as we continue to work ourselves out of that, I am certain we will find ways to produce for ourselves. And they're afraid of that. So just know that's what they're afraid of. Afraid of us existing without the need for them. And that, therefore, they will die the death that they're afraid of, and the death that they try to make us be afraid of. They will die that death. And they don't want to. But they don't realize they have a choice too. They don't have to be in that kind of death, but they have been bought by greed. And so they stay in it. And those ones, they will not see the light. And they will try to take you down as they go down, because they're not letting you go. You're their sustenance. So just be mindful of that. Beware in these times that we're going through right now. It's important. to recognize that. So, thanks for coming to my MaegTalk.